I'd like to welcome you all to the University of Newcastle this afternoon, and especially I'd like to welcome those of you who have not visited the university before, and those who have not before taken part in one of our most happy celebrations, the conferring of degrees and awards. It's been especially pleasant to start this afternoon by listening to the Conservatorium Choir singing the traditional university song, "Let Us Rejoice While We Are Young." Now, today we shall be conferring awards on those who have satisfied the Council of the University that they've met the requirements for admission to awards in the Faculty of Medicine and the Faculty of Art, Design and Communication. I'd also draw to your attention that the printed program lists prizes which have been awarded on the basis of academic merit. To today's graduands, one and all, I congratulate you. This is very much a day that's set aside for you and we to celebrate your achievement. We congratulate you and also those who regrettably couldn't be with us this afternoon. You've done well, you've finished all those assignments, you've sat through all those exams, and here you are today. But as well as congratulating you, I'd also like to congratulate your supporting teams. Many of them here this afternoon, all the family and all the friends who sustained you through the long nights and who calmed your nerves before the exams. But much more than that too, they've given you support over the years in many, many ways, and you wouldn't be here without that. So, congratulations to families and friends, and congratulations and thanks too to your teachers and everyone at the university who assisted you to get up to the required standards for today's event. We hope that now that you are graduates of the university, you'll want to and continue to maintain links with the university as members of convocation. You'll be kept informed of what goes on here, and we hope you'll participate in any way that you can and perhaps aspire to be members of the Council of the University. Many of you, perhaps most of you, have started on your careers, or some will have continued working in their chosen field, others looking for opportunities right now. Whichever that may be, our good wishes go with you. We hope that you will succeed in whatever path you have chosen to pursue. We hope that you'll retain memories of your days here at the university, happy memories, friendships that will last you a lifetime in many cases. But above all, we hope you've taken a lifelong interest in learning, an attitude, a habit of study, and an open and inquiring outlook on the world around you. We hope that the things that you've done here and the friendships you've made will sustain you through your lives ahead, and you go forward there with all our good wishes and congratulations. I now have great pleasure in inviting Associate Professor Gilchrist, Dean of the Faculty of Art, Design and Communication, to present the candidates for admission to honorary degrees in the Faculty of Art, Design and Communication.
Chancellor, this citation is rather unique. It's unique in the sense that today we are honouring teamwork, a collaboration of art and craft of an extremely high order. Mary Beeston and Larry Beeston are that team. Mary and Larry Beeston lived and worked for many years by Lake Macquarie, where their studios were situated. They now recently have moved to the Newcastle city centre and are re-establishing studios there. They have seen many phases of art evolve in the Hunter region. Obviously, as artists and designers, they have both developed personal attitudes, approaches and skills relative to their individual interests in the visual arts. The Beestons have helped to forge Newcastle's cultural heritage. They have not rested on their laurels, but have continued to be as involved and committed as practicing artists with the same enthusiasm now as when they were much younger. They have also played an important part in art education as teachers and workshop leaders. They both have participated in community arts through Artist in Residence programs, including Balranald in Western New South Wales. They were an integral part of the establishment of fibre art in the Hunter region during the 70s. Mary Beeston was a student in Newcastle when John Passmore and John Mulvey were teachers here, and the only opportunity to pursue painting was through part-time study. Mary, over many years, has practiced as an artist in her own right, and her paintings are to be found in many collections throughout Australia. This distinguished career has brought her numerous awards and commissions. Her intense interest in handmade paper using natural fibres has taken her to Japan to study paper making and to exhibit there. However, the main purpose of this ceremony is to celebrate the work produced by collaboration, and in particular in tapestry design. The designs have been woven by Larry Beeston. He has made tremendous inroads into this craft and has for many years been a leader in this field. It is only in the last 10 years or so that a major professional studio has been established in Victoria to weave artists' designs on a large scale. The Hunter Tapestry in the Great Hall to our side here, 47 square metres in area, is an example of this collaboration and demonstrates in particular the skills of this craftsman. Research and study tours have taken them to many places: Scandinavia, Britain, Mexico, Thailand, Nepal, India, Kashmir, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iran, Turkey, Greece and Japan, just to mention a few. The results of this international search for inspiration and technical detail can be discovered by viewing the tapestries in such collections as the Powerhouse Museum, Art Bank of Australia, the Victorian State Collection, and the University of Newcastle Collection, and many others. Chancellor, it therefore gives me much pleasure to present to you Mary Beeston and Larry Beeston for admission to the honorary degree of Master of Arts.
In the name of the Council, in the name of the Council and by my authority as Chancellor, I admit each of you to the honorary degree of Master of Arts. Well, I now have great pleasure in inviting Mrs. Mary Beeston to deliver the occasional address.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, academic staff, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Have I got these in the right place? Can you hear? Is that better? Larry and I deeply appreciate being awarded this honour, and we sincerely thank the Council and Vice-Chancellor of the University. No artist is ever completely satisfied with work done. Always there's the determination to do better, to reach higher, probe deeper, take a step forward, break fresh ground, stretch the boundaries, in fact, achieve the impossible. This award is and will remain a stimulus for us, especially when the going gets tough. It presents a continuous challenge for us to prove ourselves worthy of it. We see it as representing far more than personal approbation. It means recognition of the contribution to the life and culture of our community by all the artists and craftsmen of whom we are but a small part. And personally, this means a very great deal to me, for my association with Newcastle University goes back a very long way. As far back as I can remember, my father strove to realise his vision of a University of Technology in Newcastle. On the way to this goal, he worked to improve the standards of education within the Technical College, which you now know as TAFE. And over the years, each step towards the establishment of this university was part of our family life and daily conversation. I'd like to quote a small piece from the citation when he was awarded an honorary degree of Doctor of Science, the New South Wales University of Technology, in 1955. In James Kenneth McDougall, we have an outstanding example of that cooperation between local industrial leaders and technical education, which has been the main feature of the development of the technical colleges in this district. And in the University of Technology, he has played a prominent part as a member of council and of several important committees, including the Executive Committee. His wisdom and experience and his determination that the university should do its best for both students and industry, coupled with his great sincerity of purpose, has made the university forever indebted to him. He lived to see the establishment of a Newcastle College of the New South Wales University of Technology as a giant step towards the fulfilment of his vision. I remember in those early days there was lively debate about the site for the college, which was first established on the campus of the present Ties Hill TAFE. Later on, there was much discussion about the site for this campus, including great concern over the mosquitoes. I wish he could have seen our university as it is today, bigger and much broader in its scope than he ever dreamed of, and set in its beautiful campus, which was part of his vision. He would have been pleased too to know that his grandchildren, our children, were students here. So you will understand that this university has been very much a part of my life. When Larry and I look back to the early days of our pioneering in the world of textiles, we remember making our first contact with other craftsmen and women through the Hand Weavers and Spinners Guild of Newcastle. The only means of learning the skills of spinning and weaving was through reading and short workshops given by the more experienced guild members. There was no instruction available in the tertiary education system, so Larry and many others attended every weaving workshop and summer school they could find. Some years later, he received a grant from the Crafts Board of the Australia Council, which made it possible for him to travel to Sydney for 2 days a week to do a course at the School of Textiles at Strathfield Tech. Meanwhile, I went to the National Art School at Newcastle Tech. I went part-time because I had 3 young children, and anyway, there was no full-time course available in Newcastle. So, over a period of 6 years, I studied painting with John Passmore and Brian Cowley, drawing with Peter Sparks and Paul Beadle, and 2 years of design with Brian Cowley. Many other subjects, which are now regarded as basic in every aspect of art education, were just non-existent. We had to learn our history by our own reading of anything we could lay hands on. We picked up our theory here and there from our teachers during our painting and drawing lessons, and through discussion at our sketch club meetings, at which we sometimes had visiting artists to talk to us. Those were wonderful years, and we formed lifetime bonds with some of our fellow students. Since then, Larry and I have both done quite a bit of further study in Australia, England, France, Finland, Kathmandu, and Japan. Bit of a mixed bag, isn't it? Freelance teaching has been a large part of our survival program, and I used to run year-long courses in drawing and colour and design when the Art Society was in the old School on the Hill in Newcastle. We have also carried out a pretty rigorous plan of exhibiting in public exhibitions and competitive shows, and finally graduated to solo exhibitions, of which we have had about 13 of combined exhibitions showing our tapestries and textiles, and I've had about 15 solo shows of my painting and paper. And now, art in its many forms and media is an integral part of this university. So much progress I've seen, so many wonderful opportunities now for people seeking a career in the arts, with a wide variety of options about the directions their studies can take. Our very sincere congratulations to you, the graduates, who are receiving your well-deserved degrees today. After working so hard for years, you probably have a sense of release, mixed with anticipation of the adventure ahead of you. Keep that sense of discovery. It's your most valuable asset. I'm afraid from here on most of my remarks are directed at the art students because this is the area I know best. Some of you would teach and find it difficult to continue your own creative work. Only those of us who have experienced it can understand how teaching seems to drain from you the very impetus and creativity you need for your own work. Some of you will be so committed to your art that, full of hope and enthusiasm, you will be determined to do all you have been wanting to get at. Now you will have the freedom, but it's still not easy. Even though you will be better prepared than we were, you will miss the support of your peers, your fellow students, your tutors and lecturers. I guess a lot of you are already feeling that. Suddenly, you have to find your own workspace, supplies, equipment, decide on your direction, and not least of your problems, you must find a way to support yourselves. Some of you will find it scary, others will be full of confidence, but most of you will find it very challenging and wonderful and frustrating and rewarding. I guess it's a bit like board surfing. You have to run risks. Sometimes you miss a wave, sometimes you get dumped. But it's wonderful when you do ride a wave successfully. We know, we've been there, done that. In fact, we are still doing it. Learning and working and learning. It never stops, thank goodness. You go on learning how much you don't know. It's easy to get discouraged, and that's fatal. It's tough, hard work, a time when you discover yourself and how committed you are. Whether your art, whatever its form, is the most important thing in your life. And you learn that survival depends on determination and persistence above all. Now, you have an opportunity to prove yourself. Go for it with all your heart. Larry and I give you our most sincere wish for your real success. May you find satisfaction and joy in your work.
Will all candidates for admission to awards undertaken within the Faculty of Medicine please stand? Chancellor, I present to you the candidates for admission to awards undertaken within the Faculty of Medicine as specified in the programme.
In the name of the Council and by my authority as Chancellor, I confer the awards specified in the programme on all those graduates from the Faculty of Medicine who are present today, and in absentia on those unable to be present.
Chancellor, for the award of the Associate Diploma in Occupational Health and Safety, Philip Argent. Leslie Mervyn Blake.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Darrell Stephen Boyce. Mark Allen Callahan.
Thanks very much.
Richard Bruce Campbell.
Thank you very much.
David Crago. John Francis Gornall.
Thank you.
Robert Leslie Litley. Madeline Vanessa McIntosh.
Thank you. Yes, it sure is. Thanks.
Graham Ross Morga. Raymond John Mobbs.
Thank you very much.
Robert Darrell Svensk. Trevor John Tucknott.
Thank you. Yes, thanks very much.
Colin Edward Watson.
Thank you.
Russell Lee West. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Medical Science with Honours Class 2 Division 1, James Andrew Evan Ferguson. Albert Roland Haig. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Medicine, Christian Ludwig Konstantin Abel. Louise Margaret Ackland.
Thank you very much. Yes, very well. Thank you.
William Michael Anseline. Paul William Bivor. Bruce Belford. Abigail Louise Bingham. Matthew John Bragg. Stephen McDermott Brindley. Njari Joy Brown. Tonia Kim Bultitude.
Thank you. Yes, thanks very much.
Peter James Cook.
Yes.
Donna Kernow. Stephen Clive Davis. Anne Marie Drinkwater. Hussain El Sayed. Sean James Ferenz. Emma Louise Halliday. Adam Jose Hodgkins. Lisa Jane Hoy. Paul Cassius Jantz.
Good. Thanks very much.
Melody Camelia Karamians.
Thank you very much. Incredible.
Julia Ann Lane.
Thank you. That's great. Yes. Thank you.
Siobhan Lee. Elaine Chu Lin Liu.
Thank you. Yes. Thanks.
Jeannie Mansberg.
That's very good. Principal, yeah, from me. Thanks very much.
Jeanette Carol McGrow. Mark Kenneth Miller. Lucy Catriona Morgan.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Concord. Thank you very well. Thank you.
Stephen Patrick Myers.
Thank you very much.
Helen Francis Nicole.
Thank you very much.
Richard Oak. Mark William Parsons. Marion Reeves. Gillian Barbara Spilsbury. Timothy Stephen Strong. Volker Franz Weil. Damian Vincent Wellborn. Kim Michelle Wheatland. Simon Wickens. Louise I. Lin Wong. With honours, Susan Elizabeth Crawford.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks very much.
With honours, Peter Ann Kelly. With honours, John Andrew Francis MacDonald. With honours, Michelle Moyle. With honours, Kristen Louise Rees Gallimore. With honours, David Allen Thompson. With honours, Anne Bryden Thompson. With honours, Michelle Jean Thornton. With honours, Jessica Alexandra Charlotte Louise Wharton. Chancellor, for the award of the Graduate Certificate in Applied Science, Occupational Health and Safety, Trudy Leggett. Chancellor, for the award of the Graduate Diploma in Applied Science, Occupational Health and Safety, Jill Bogarts. Christina Crawford. Patricia de Leon Stacey. Stephen Charles Gambrell. Karen Denise Harris.
Thank you very much.
Terence Charles Kett. Elizabeth Jean Nicol. Donita Marie Pilton.
Thanks very much.
Barry Sidney Silburn.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you.
Yvonne van Netten. Chancellor, for the award of the Graduate Diploma in Epidemiology, Clinical Epidemiology, Brian James Smith. Chancellor, for the award of the Graduate Diploma in Health Social Sciences, Health Promotion, Gregory John Mowbray.
Thank you very much.
Chancellor, for the award of the Graduate Diploma in Medical Statistics, Lawrence David Bartlett.
Thank you very much. Chancellor of University of North Queensland. There's another one too. Thank you very much.
Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Master of Medical Statistics, Paul Patrick Fay, Bachelor of Science, Australian National University and Diplomate in Medical Statistics, for a thesis entitled Case Mix Adjusted Fatality Rates in New South Wales Hospitals, 1979 to 89.
Thank you very much. Oh, there's lots of easy. Yeah.
Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Master of Medical Science, Diwen Qi, Bachelor of Medicine, Beijing Medical University, for a thesis entitled Antibody Responses to Influenza Virion Proteins by Western Blot Analysis. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Bara Amevo, Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery, University of Papua New Guinea, for a thesis entitled Instantaneous Axis Rotation of the Typical Cervical Motion Segments. Jennifer Ann Bowman, Bachelor of Science, for a thesis entitled Screening for Cancer of the Cervix, Barriers to Utilization and Strategies for Promotion. Henry Lawrence Butt, Bachelor of Science and Master of Science, for a thesis entitled The Bacteriology of Chronic Bronchitis.
Thank you very much. Yes, enjoy. I want to. Thanks.
Elizabeth McLean Campbell, Bachelor of Science, for a thesis entitled Behaviour Change in the Prevention and Treatment of Non-Insulin Dependent Diabetes Mellitus. Lynn Hancock, Bachelor of Science, for a thesis entitled Drug Use in the Australian Community, Prevalence, Socio-Demographic Characteristics of Users and Context of Use. Philip Ryden, Bachelor of Arts, for a thesis entitled Detection of Alcohol Problems in General Practice, Development of the Newcastle Alcohol-Related Problems Scale.
Will all candidates for admission to awards undertaken within the Faculty of Art, Design and Communication please stand? Chancellor, I present to you the candidates for admission to awards undertaken within the Faculty of Art, Design and Communication as specified in the programme.
In the name of the Council and by my authority as Chancellor, I confer the awards specified in the programme on all those graduates from the Faculty of Art, Design and Communication who are present today, and in absentia on those unable to be present.
Chancellor, for the award of the Associate Diploma in Creative Arts and Crafts, Janina Angelozzi. Marilyn Edith Campy. Ruth Ann Goodwin. Judith Ann Hamden Heath. Linda Dawn Hode. Elizabeth Josephine Milgate.
Thank you very much. I think so, yes. Thank you very much.
Nicholas Hunter Osborne. Claudia Ruth Patey. Ved Kumari Rostogi. Irene Spruce. David Antoni Zelensky. Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Communication Studies, Philip Neville Ashley Brown.
Thanks very much. Fantastic. Yeah, very good. Thanks.
Louise Mary Bird. Michelle Ann Burse. Jeffrey Robert Brooks. Sarah Carly Burrell Davis. Sandra May Cash. Belinda Jane Collingridge. Lynette Joy Connors. Jennifer Ann Cooper.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm just working at the moment. Yes, trying to find something else. Thank you very much.
Monique Therese Crichton. Rachel Crosby. Andrew James Evans. Suzanne Marie Fawcett. Suzanne Marie Ferguson. Stephen Jamie Gars. Linda Jean Gleeson. Jodie Frances Gray. Gayleen Merle Hawkins. Catherine Ann Hawthorne. Jeremy Ireland.
I am working there, yes.
Renee Elaine Johnston.
Thank you. Yeah, I am. Right.
Elizabeth Ann Lind. Suzanne Adele Liu. Sharon Marie Longridge. Tara Ann Lunn. Damien William Marnie. Wayne Colin McRae. Angela Claire McDermott.
Thank you.
Kirsty Sarah McLean. John Cho Yan Ng. Catherine Ann O'Brien. Amanda Jane Oliver.
Thanks very much.
Meryl Jane Partridge.
Thank you. My hands are frozen. Sorry.
Rebecca Lee Perkins.
Fantastic.
Kim Cherie Peters.
Thanks very much.
Donna Lee Pitkeithley.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yep, lots of hard work.
Rachel Lee Proudman.
Thank you.
Neil John Ridgway.
Thank you very much. Well,
Cynthia Jane Roach.
Thank you.
Troy Anthony Snook.
thank you.
Vicky Lee Sutherland. Barbara Louise Teddy. Paul Alexander Texira. Sally Ann Thomas.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, definitely. Thanks.
Suzanne Jane Walton. Rebecca Ann West. Simon Peter Westerway. Rebecca Dorothy Williams.
Thank you.
Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Visual Arts, Simon John Olbury.
Thank you very much.
Dale Allen.
Thanks very much.
Kay Janice Archer. Teresa Lee Atfield. Michael Charles Baker. Lisa Jeanette Bassett. Dean Anthony Balatich. Joy Lorraine Birch. Alexander James Stephen Brennan. Scott Barry Buxton. Barbara Deborah Calzolari. Ross Neil Carroll. Raymond Arthur Carville. Irene Chiros. Jane Elizabeth Collins. Lisa Ann Connor.
Thank you.
Perry John Cooper. Cassandra Davies. Carmen Grace Delprat. Grace de Cole. Laura Frances Dickinson. Philip Allen Dolstra. Petter Lynn Edwards. Matthew James Feen. Penelope May Glencross.
Thank you very much. Yes. Thank you.
Benjamin Sidney Gray. Jodie Joy Grout.
Thank you very much.
Rachel Jane Guthrie.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you.
Willie Haas. Sonia Gay Hasler. Alan Bruce Hayes. Robin Francis Heckenberg.
Yeah.
Joanna Frances Ingleton. Kirsten Charlotte Gerald. Sean Meredith Jones. Marianne Elaine Kidd. Rachel Joy Lowe. Janine Louise Mack. Peter Joseph Match-Danzig. Maria Adele Mason.
Thank you. That's good exciting.
Carmel Faye McCormack. Nicole Magella McAnally. Alexandra McGrath. Nick Mitsevich. Nicole Pamela Moore. Jeffrey Carl Nagel. Faye Louise Nielsen. Mark Adrian Norris. Brett Francis Noland. Haya Primov. Anne Mary Riley. Gregory Leslie Robertson. Jill Patricia Simpson.
Thank you very much. So deep.
Won Sun Song. David James Stowe. Leanne May Thomas. Kylie Cherie Thorpe. Jackie Ann Walker.
Thank you.
Angela Naomi Waller. Naomi Ann Walsh. Amanda Jane Wilson. Karen Lee Wooden. Chancellor, for the award of the Graduate Diploma in Art, Sandra Margaret Burgess. Kate Irene Dempsey.
Yes, I am. Yeah. Scientific research is very engaging. So, yeah, I really like it.
Robert George Gillett. Caroline Patricia Hale.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Judith Ann McQueenie.
Thank you very much. Plant and wildlife, working in the environment. Yes.
Heather Jean Valance.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much.
Christine Marjorie Wellham. Chancellor.
I now have great pleasure in inviting Michelle Ann Burse to respond on behalf of the graduates here today. Michelle.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of academic staff, ladies and gentlemen, fellow graduates. Recently I had the good fortune to spend some time with Aboriginal actor Ernie Dingo, and amongst other things we talked of our respective educations. He spoke much of the role of mythology in traditional Aboriginal education and of the cyclical nature of the acquisition of knowledge. And as graduation loomed large before me, I thought much of the things that he said in order to try and make sense of what's going on today. As I finished getting ready this morning, I caught a glimpse of a strangely dignified-looking young lady, and on further inspection I realised that in fact it was me. These are strange garments to don, and as Ernie pointed out, they're heavily laden with the concoction of cultural mythology. I don't think there'd be one person in front of me in this black mass of graduation who didn't feel stirred in some way when they put on the cap and gown this morning. Indeed, some of Ernie's observations are true. It does seem like a lot of pomp and ceremony for a piece of paper. For others, it may feel like a social recognition of their studies or simply a logical step on the path of their career. Perhaps Ernie is right. For me, it is a lot of pomp. But it is a recognition for me of the collective determination, of the determination in front of the people in front of me. After talking with Ernie, I ran some of these thoughts past some potential fellow graduates, and we were surprised by the oddity that we'd actually gotten ourselves a degree. In hindsight, I think we expected to feel somewhat brainier, given that there were letters waiting to stand beside our names. Again, I'd like to share Ernie's thoughts because their simplicity rung true amidst the noisy hypothesising about what graduation means. He talked about most things happening in cycles of 3. With knowledge, he said, it's made up of what you know, what you don't know, and what you don't know you don't know. His words made simple sense of what many people experience at some time during their degree and of the difficult and delicate line that universities are asked to tread. At this stage of our lives, we have been encouraged to acquire a certain level of knowledge and have been given a glimpse of the enormity of what we are yet to know. But most importantly, we've been shown the way to access this knowledge, and perhaps for me, that is what university has been about. It's here that we have learned how to learn. Stories about Bohemian university lifestyles abound, but no matter how many beers people profess to have consumed at the uni bar, or how many assignments were done by the light of the night before they were due midnight flame, we still kept coming back. For many, this meant that they had no choice but to neglect their relationship with food, even money in general for that matter. No choice to live without the prospect of a clear conscience, because there was always something which needed to be done. No choice but to go through some points where their relationship with sanity indeed seemed tenuous, points where stress-induced dementia would take over, and the prospect of being hit by a bus and therefore unable to do a particular assignment and therefore greatly improving the way you felt about the world seemed like a logical conclusion. But these times pass, and ultimately we are here because university has meant taking responsibility for what we want to do with our lives. This has been a voluntary sentence, and all of us could have checked out any time we liked, but nobody here today did. The reasons we didn't leave are too many and varied and personal to try to cover, but somewhere amidst our reasoning be the fact that we had the support we needed to keep going. Support from friends, from lecturers, who sometimes filled the former role as well, and from our families. For the past few years, many families and friends have had to accept an accelerating ratio of their invitations being declined in the face of something we deemed more important. And these buildings and the people who determine their use have become our surrogate homes, imposing house rules, administering sometimes horrible medicine because it was supposed to be good for us, bearing the brunt of our collective frustrations. So today is also a day of thanks, and perhaps the first day of recognition that the punishment was well worth it. Tomorrow for many is the first day of battle. It's often been commented that we are the graduates of the recession, but it is with hope that I encourage all fellow graduates to face the challenge of making what we've been through pay off, and to thank those who have ensured that our training will stand with us. Mostly, however, thanks must go to those who have shown us our own potential. It is through you that we've been brave enough to stand up here today. So congratulations to everyone wearing a cap today, and true thanks to those who have helped us reach it. Thank you.
Chancellor. This is indeed a day of celebration, congratulation, an occasion of much joy and satisfaction, and one which is properly marked by ceremony and serious words. Indeed, it represents an important threshold for all of us here today. For each of you who graduate, this is the culmination of dedicated years, of much work, of the transformation of bright promise into high achievement. For those friends and families here, there will have been an equally recognizable change. Stern rigour of timetables, essays, examinations is now relaxed, and perhaps only now are you discovering the extent to which academic demands have governed your lives. But without your support and sacrifices, the preparation for and justification of today's ceremony would not have been possible. Your contributions were indeed both necessary and sufficient. And for the university staff, there's the satisfaction and occasionally the surprise of recording your achievements and success, to which their skill, commitment, scholarship and experience have made a signal contribution. To all of you, I offer my congratulations. Graduates, to parents, to families, to friends, to academic and general staff. It's very pleasing to have this formal occasion to celebrate your splendid achievements. Chancellor, I might have been tempted to go on to repeat the words that are printed in the programme, which are some of the more earnest comments that I was tempted to make today. But instead, if I may, I'll allow you to read them at your leisure. And if you'll indulge me, say a few words which are not in the programme. Firstly, I want to express my pleasure and satisfaction at the award of the honorary degrees today, Mary and Larry Beeston. It gives us much pleasure on the platform to gaze at the Hunter tapestry on the wall, and it is particularly pleasing today that Mary and Larry Beeston joined us in that academic procession that moved past their tapestry that hung with distinction on the walls of the Great Hall for so long. I'd also like to thank Mary Beeston and Miss Burrs for their careful, kind and appropriate words. I think we're privileged to enjoy the solemn words that they indeed provided for us today. But lest you all get carried away by the celebrations, which are fully justified, let me charge you, there are responsibilities that you've now assumed, responsibilities that you now have as graduates. And while you should indeed look for the dividend for the past years of hard work, I want to point you at a more stern objective which I hope will remain with you through much of the rest of your lives. The responsibilities of graduates are important to us all. The well-being of our society is dependent on the quality of contributions you are now prepared to make. Much of what we read these days and hear appears to come from an economic view of life. And economists are frequently heard to argue these days that the effective operation of a free market depends both on the supply of human capital, that's you, and also on the existence of a free society. Some of us might be prepared to doubt the implicit perfection of a free market economy. None of us can seriously doubt the need to ensure that our democratic form of government functions as a truly free society. One of the implicit obligations placed on our graduates is to participate in the active discussion of important issues. It cannot be sufficient for the community to allow the agenda for public interest to be set totally by our political leaders. But additionally, and importantly, those of you graduating at this ceremony have special responsibilities reflecting your academic and professional expertise. Those of you graduating from the Faculty of Medicine hardly need reminding that the care of the body and the health of citizens is of prime concern to all of us, and we look to you now to advance that. Those of you graduating from the Faculty of Art, Design and Communication have multiple responsibilities. In particular, you have a responsibility to resist one of the historic economic laws, Gresham's law, which tells us that good drives out best. Those of you who will work in the field of communications have a particular responsibility to ensure that the best prevails, because in that way only can you satisfy the proper aspirations of the society in which you will live and work. And those of you who are going to be able to pursue your careers in art have the ultimate responsibility of sustaining the quality of the cultural life, which is really the true mark of the civilization that we inherit and owe to the generations to come. These are serious objectives, and you must address them seriously. You must put to good use the talents and abilities you now know you possess. It is important to all of us that you do so. My generation places the future in your hands. We put it there with confidence. You have much to do. I wish you well in your task. Good luck and congratulations on where you have reached today.
One small task remains before we conclude this ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, and today's graduates, may I now invite you all to join the university at afternoon tea, which will be served shortly in the University Union. I now declare this ceremony closed.